Hey, what's up, guys? I'd like to talk about part 2. This is going to be part 2 of my Medicaid story. Part 1 was on my old account and the video got deleted, and I don't think I'm ever going to get that back again, so I'm still going to call this part 2 just because I'm a jackass. Basically, 2 years ago I was on Medicaid. I got a job working 30 hours. I made about a gross pay of $800 a month, or maybe even a little less than that, and I was kicked off Medicaid. And if you're a single person who doesn't have a baby, you can get kicked off Medicaid very easily. And the reason was because I made too much money. But I work at a crappy company that will give you about 35 hours a week for a shift, and they'll give you health insurance if you're 36 hours. The only problem is there's about 10% of the bid forms at my work are full-time. Maybe even not that. Probably about 5% of the bid forms are full-time work. And so I have really no chance of getting full-time work because people who have more seniority than me will get those jobs. And so I'm stuck in a part-time job that is not paying me health insurance, and Medicaid dropped me because I make too much money. But then I heard about Obama's healthcare haul, and it said one of the stipulations was that more people would be eligible for Medicaid. So I thought, great, that's awesome. So in the summer, I was on unemployment because I work at a university, and I applied for Medicaid. Now, I thought that when I returned to work, I would still be on Medicaid because of, the healthcare overhaul, with more people being added to Medicaid. But that didn't happen, and the same reason, I made too much money. I think I was about $200 over the limit for Medicaid and Family Health Plus, so I was kicked off again. So I'm at my job, which doesn't pay health insurance, and I'll probably have to wait another 2 years to find a reasonable shift that has full-time with health insurance, and I was kicked off Medicaid for being too rich. And I really don't want to divulge too much information about my work, but I'll tell you one thing. I make about $240 a week after taxes, and that is not a lot of money. I live in New York State, and things cost more than in the South and in the West. So really, after I pay rent and for my car and all that other shit, I really don't have a lot of money in the bank. And if I had to go to the hospital for an emergency, I wouldn't be able to afford it. So this is just me saying that the whole Obama healthcare overhaul is complete bullshit. I'm sure if you had 3 kids or some other bullshit like that, it might work for you. But if you're smart and don't have a million kids by the age of 18, you are fucking screwed. And this is another reason why we should just have socialized health care. We shouldn't have HMOs running this country. We shouldn't have people deciding whether you're going to live or die based on your health coverage. It's complete bullshit. We're the only Western country that has a HMO system like this, and honestly, I really don't like this country anymore. There's no opportunities. We have a two-party state, which each party has the pretty much same goals. They're both pro-war and against the working class. We have no Labor Party, and this country is pretty much going to hell. So yeah, that's my Medicaid story. If you have a similar story, I would definitely love to hear about it. And also, if you're Canadian, I'd like to hear about what you think about your healthcare system and, you know, compare it to ours or something like that. Yeah. Have a nice day.